right, good morning and welcome back to another live stream. A lot to unpack here. We're going to start with SHIB, of course, some big news coming out late last night. But first and foremost, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to everybody out there, and a little bit of a pullback in the crypto market after a really bullish July. We needed it, right? After all of the rough months back to back to back, we needed a positive month, and we got one here in July. And hopefully this trend continues for all of us here in the markets. And let's dive in here because August has started with a little bit of a pullback here. And we can see that we're still over a $1 trillion global crypto market cap, but about a 2% decrease in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin right now hanging out just below 23,000. Ethereum has dipped down below 1,600. And XRP hanging in there about 37 cents. Cardano has dipped below the 50-cent level here momentarily. So August should be an interesting month. We do have some CPI data coming out later this month, but it should be relatively quiet, right? Which is pretty good for the crypto market, I think. And I think all of us could use just some sideways action, some maybe a lack of negative catalysts, really, right? Because that's what we've been battling with. Obviously, everybody's dealt with inflation, just the downturn in the economy, but there's been too many black swan events, right, in crypto that I believe, looking back, it's kind of that thing where we can look in the rearview mirror a little bit now and look behind us, and you wonder how bad would crypto have gotten if we didn't have some of these black swan events, right? Like the Terra Lunas, like the Celsius, like the Voyager, like the Three Arrows Capital. If we didn't have any of these and it was just a downturn in the market, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. However, you can look at it the other way as well and say, hey, the sell-offs provided a huge opportunity for other investors to get in at a better price. So I know many people were buying the dip on their favorite altcoins, especially when, Cardano got down below 40 cents, when SHIB got down, all the way into the sevens, right? So hey, you know what? No matter what, this is a good opportunity. SHIB back in the top 15 as well, ranked number 14 right now. Let's see who we have in chat before we jump into Shiba Inu first here. Red Sox says, let's go, Crow. What's up, Red Sox? Yeah, Crow's looking solid as always. It was up a little bit last night. Where did it get to? Did it get to 15 cents? I know it was up a little bit. Yeah, it's right on the heels of 15 cents. But yeah, Crow is up a little bit, so we're getting a nice little pump here on Crow. It did cross over that 15-cent mark. Overall market's pulling back, but Crow is up in the last 24, one of the big winners, along with Gala, two of my personal favorites up here. Crow and Gala making some nice headway here in the top 100. So Gala got all the way up to about 6.5 cents, something like that. So I was cool with that. Good morning, Making True Money. Good morning to you. Hey, everyone. How we doing? Samir says, good morning. What do you think of SLP? Smooth Love Potion, right? Smooth Love Potion. Yeah, that's the token tied to Axie Infinity. This is what players actually get paid out in, right? If I'm not mistaken. So here's what I've noticed about Smooth Love Potion. It has just crazy, crazy volatility. Crazy volatility. So, I mean, look how volatile this thing was last year. I mean, it went from 4 cents all the way up past, 36 cents. And then a couple days later, all the way back down to 12. Just extremely volatile. I mean, that's not a really healthy looking chart. So here's what I don't know. I don't know why these two pumps happen with SLP. Maybe somebody can inform me. I'm not that hip on how exactly the Axie Infinity payout structure works, but I do know Smooth Love Potion is the token that players get paid out in. Players who are playing Axie Infinity. But I don't have any personally, Moali. But yeah, I kind of missed the boat on Axie Infinity last year. And a lot of people would say, well, you can get in now. There's some good opportunities now. I think that ship has sailed for me. I think there's just other gaming opportunities out there that I'd rather, get into early and, like Gala, for example, right? One of my favorites. Ronnie Holm, good morning to you, man. Robert's in the house. Good morning. Asher says Crow. Yes. Dr. Manga, what's up? Hello. How we doing? Hi, anyone know what's that game to play for Shiba Burns? And 12, there are a bunch of them out there. Just be careful because Some people say, hey, you can play this to burn Shiba Inu, and it's really not that. There are some good ones out there, but M says, good morning. Good morning to you. Vin's in the house. Hey, Zach, what do you think about these utilities? Can they help boost SHIB? Yeah, we're going to jump into the news that broke last night. I mean, obviously, we knew this utility was coming, right? We just didn't know exactly when. And this was the big announcement that we got late last night. We are proud to reveal the name of the SHIB card game, Shiba Eternity. It is trademarked as well. We're working alongside Playside Studios on a testing schedule and exciting release. The game will be available in both the Apple App Store. Guys, I'm still tired from being jet lagged a couple of days ago, so I'm still waking up. I got a big cup of coffee here, but bear with me. And the Google Play Store, game on SHIB Army with Shiba Eternity. So there was that logo that many people were trying to figure it out. We were right. Most of us were saying that's the SHIB logo. We just didn't know what this was, right? Behind there. So Shiba Eternity is the name of the game. A lot of people in the comments section, of course, excited. I'll be looking forward to seeing some, obviously testing of the game. Hopefully they allow the SHIB Army to play it for a while before it's, publicly released, work out some of the kinks. What's up, George? Good morning to you, man. What's up with Kronos? Young Kings, it's just on a nice little pump here. I don't think there's any major news. Let me make sure that I'm not missing something in that regard. I think it's just on a nice little price increase here. Let's see, Kronos news. Make sure crypto. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Top 3 trending. Crypto.com and Kronos are next to get hit with rumors. However, investor sentiment and Crow reaction were masked as recession fears. This is back on July 5th. This was a while ago. This was like when all the exchanges were nervous about, freezing people's funds. I don't think that's going to happen with the big dogs. I think the worst is behind us in that regard. Yeah, there's no major news. I mean, we're just getting some nice price action here on Kronos. Things are turning here in the last hour a little bit too. Bitcoin's back on the green here, so is ETH. Kronos is up about 27% on the week. Nice little monthly chart there too. Look at that. One of my favorites for sure. Mr. Junior, what's up? How we doing, man? Consolidation is fine by me, though I wouldn't mind a dip. I hear you, Rodney. Yeah, I'm with you there, 100%. How about that BTFA? What's up, Reed Elite? Yeah, we're going to get into BTFA as well. Some big news dropped yesterday. In fact, we could jump over there. We could jump around a little bit. So let's get into BTFA. Thanks so much, Reed, for the comment there. So Justin Seals put this recap together from the VC yesterday. So many things said. He said, so many bombs dropped in the Banana TFA VC today. I did my best to recap the important points. And there were a lot of things. So Blip Studios website expected to be done September 1st. NFT website expected to be done August 23rd. They are hiring a new accountant, a CTO, a CIO, ambassadors, and a CPO. So Blip Studios continuing to hire people on and grow the brand and grow the business. New white paper is coming. They're getting help there from, it sounded like Bitmart is helping them create a new white paper. And the aim here is to be attractive to tier 1 exchanges. That's what BTFA is trying to do here. They're making sure that the white paper aligns with what tier 1 exchanges want to see. So, I mean, I'm not in those developer circles, but apparently a white paper must look a certain way to get to draw attraction to these tier 1s, right? Now, there will be a Medium article released once a week moving forward, talking about all of the recaps from BTFA. I love that idea. A great way to keep everybody in the know and the community, especially when you're BTFA and you're doing so many things. Now, how about the second NFT launch coming in mid-September? So a little bit over a month away. We've got the original NFT holders, which I have 10 of the original. You're going to get 2 free NFTs. If you have an NFT from this original drop, you're going to get 2 free NFTs. Round 1 of the launch will be 3,000 NFTs. A lot of this round 1 will encapsulate people who have been in the BTFA ecosystem for a little while. Then the round 2 will be 3,000 NFTs at 0.01 ETH. Buy max is 10. Third round is 2,000 NFTs at 0.02 ETH buy. Max is 8. And then the fourth round, 2,000 NFTs at 0.03. And the buy max there is 4. How about after the mint and NFT utilities? A lot to unpack here. So 40% treasury, 20% marketing, 20% liquidity for BTFA and Bandex, 10% of the team, 10% of marketing. So these are the utilities here. Non-deflationary cash prizes, 5K to 10K, new staking vaults. They will be reducing some of that APY. That's not sustainable, obviously. 100% trading volume of first collection goes to NFT holders of the first collection as well. Love that. Giving back to the real OGs in the community, of people who've been here since day one. Sister token, that is dropping soon as well. So this community token airdrops to the first NFT collection holders. Some of the tokenomics, first 48 hours will have 10% taxes, 2% liquidity, 8% marketing. After the first 48, 2% liquidity only. 25 to 30% of the total supply to NFT holders, 10% staking, 5 to 10% burn. So more information will come out on that sister token too. But just a lot going on in the BTFA ecosystem. No doubt about it. You're going to want to be locked in. Of course, they're meeting with the Art Version on their branding strategy. These awesome studios here from Art Version that they have out there, I believe in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Yeah, based out of Chicago. So they're building in a bear market. I mean, that is very, very clear, right? With what BTFA is doing. They're more than just an NFT project, creating great utilities here. I can't wait for the meetups as well. So let's see what else we got here in chat. What's going on, Dr. Manga? Looking forward, Sean says, looking forward to the launch of SHIB Eternal. Yeah, for sure. Eternity. Yep, SHIB Eternity going to be launching. Check out a new coin, Nox out in Q3. Gotcha, man. Good morning, Zach. Cleveland, Ohio, on the stream. SHIB Army Strong. Nice, Selmo Fudd. Nice. You have the perfect radio voice. Do you do radio? Tall, yes, I did before a while back. Well, actually, not too long ago, but yeah, for about 8 years, I did radio and TV in sports. So appreciate that, man. Satonic says, love your work, brother. Appreciate you. BTC may enter the teens and some for ETH, and the same for ETH. Really? I don't know about that. Muzz, what's happening, man? Good morning. Ryoshi token or vision, which one is the rewards for burning SHIB? Great question, Todd. It's Ryoshi's vision, not Ryoshi's token. So they do have a Ryoshi's token out there too. So this is not it. This one is not it. Ryoshi's token. This is not it. Ryoshi's vision is it. That's the correct one. Ryoshi's vision. We've actually had a nice little pop in the price here in the last month. Look at Ryoshi's vision in the last month. We needed it. I'm holding some still. I mean, I'm down a little bit. I think I bought like $1,000 worth. I think it's worth like $650 right now. But I'm going to hold it because when SHIB went parabolic last year in 2021, so did Ryoshi's vision. And Ryoshi's vision is now, particularly tied to SHIB, whereas before it was just kind of like pretty loosely tied to it last year, and it still ran up like crazy. Now there's real utility within their ecosystem with it. So I've got a little piece of it. And, I completely did a swing trade with it last year. I got all the way out of it. And so I'm back in it this year. We'll see what happens. Nothing major with it, but I do think it's a good trade if you hold a good amount of SHIB and you're confident in their ecosystem. M says, "Hi Zach, can you let me know what your thoughts are on Platanasso Max? It's in the pre-sale at the moment." M, full disclosure, man, I have not heard about that one. There are so many new tokens out there coming each and every day, man. It's impossible to keep up with everything. So it's not been on my radar, man. Good morning, Zach. What's up, Brazil? Good morning to everyone. Making True Money. What's happening? Morning, Muzz. Morning, Zach. Just got into BTFA, so thanks. Nice, Taz. I'll tell you what, man. It feels really good to be in BTFA. For me right now, BTFA is the best small cap under 10 million right now. I feel the best putting my money into BTFA over anything less than 10 million right now. $10 million market cap. I just do. And we've got some dips here. I mean, we had a seller yesterday sell about 4.4 ETH. So that kind of hurt the chart here momentarily. But I mean, again, all in all, in a bear market here, I mean, this thing basically launched on the heels of a bear market. I mean, it basically got out of the gates for a month and then we hit a bear market. I mean, right in here, early May, this is when the bear market really started to settle in. But all in all, I mean, BTFA is hung in there really nicely. And then, of course, you got their native token Bandex, which is even a smaller market cap, right? This is the governance token. Did I say native token? Governance token of the ecosystem. This is at a $1.2 million market cap. So a lot of room here still for Bandex to make some major moves. Do you think Gala Node is profitable? I definitely do, Dr. Manga. I have not spent a ton of time getting into it. They are building out their own blockchain. They don't have a timeline on that yet, but that is something they're doing to get away from ETH. Good morning. I want crypto to drop so I can buy the dip. I hear you, Roberto. Raquel's in the house. What's up, Raquel? Good morning to you. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. What's happening? SEC claiming crypto as securities. How detrimental will it be to centralized exchanges like Coinbase? We'll see what actually happens, Kalani. But I mean, yeah, they're playing hardball right now. They're trying to just label things securities without any merit. I mean, this whole thing that happened with Coinbase, I think, is ridiculous. And how they're just singling 9 cryptocurrencies out and saying, hey, these are all securities, because there were 3 bad actors who obviously got involved with insider trading. But does that make AMP and Rally and all those other tokens just securities? I mean, I don't like that. That's not a very good precedent. Is it Wahi? There we go. So let me see if they list the 9 in here. This is the official press release from the SEC here. I guess let me find a news article. They'll probably put it in here. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, so specifically the SEC framed the following assets as securities: Power Token, Flex's AMP, Rallies. I mean, on what merit though? Just because 3 people did something they weren't supposed to do? I don't like it. But it is what it is. Obviously the SEC is not going to be the only people, coming down with crypto regulation. So I did see earlier this week they hired somebody, or they're planning on hiring somebody to be kind of an expert within the White House. So that hopefully that helps. Dom says, "Good morning, Zach. Enjoying my coffee, watching the stream." Good morning, man. Me too. Got my coffee here too. Guys, make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. That really helps us out. We've got a bunch of people hanging out. Appreciate you being here with us this morning. Morning from Molly. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. SEC claims crypto as securities. Yeah, that's how I feel about that, Kalani. I didn't like how that went down, and we'll see. I mean, I don't think the SEC is going to have their way with this fully. I do think there's going to be some other governing bodies in here and some other people trying to figure this out, right? Muzz, my man, appreciate you. So what's this? Found an ETH address that bought hundreds of thousands of dollars of tokens exclusively featured in the Coinbase asset listing post about 24 hours before it was published. Wow, look at that. As part of an effort to increase transparency, we want to communicate the assets under consideration. Ex-Coinbase manager arrested in U.S. crypto insider trading case. Yeah, I mean, there's no question these people were bad actors, right? And you can't do that. It's not legal, right? To be working at a firm to understand when things are going to be getting listed at Coinbase. They know they're going to pump, especially when we're in a bull market. But that doesn't mean that everybody who worked their tail off at AMP token and everybody who worked their tail off at Rally now has to feel the brunt of that because there were 3 bad actors. That's what I don't get, right? That's just my 2 cents, at least where I stand on it right now. Let's see what else we got here. We'll go back to CoinMarketCap here for a minute. Nancy Pelosi just arrived in Taiwan. Yeah, I saw that. Definitely saw that. Let's see here. Let's see if we go home here. Where's she at? Yeah. U.S. and China address tensions ahead of Pelosi's expected Taiwan visit. What are they saying here?
Many members of Congress, including this year. Put simply, there is no reason for Beijing to turn a potential visit consistent with long-standing U.S. policy into some sort of crisis or conflict, or use it as a pretext to increase aggressive military activity in or around the Taiwan Strait. We expect to see Beijing continue to use inflammatory rhetoric and disinformation in the coming days. The United States, by contrast, will act with transparency. We'll stand up here, we'll answer your questions, we'll give you the facts.
Interesting. So expected to arrive in Taiwan on Tuesday, meet with President Tsai Ing-wen. Pelosi's official trip includes Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan, with the U.S. warning China to not turn Pelosi's Taiwan trip into a potential crisis. Keep up here for the latest. Investors are closely monitoring House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's planned Taiwan visit, which risks setting up potential for increased tensions between the U.S. and China. So what are they saying here?
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is planning to visit Taiwan this week and meet with government officials. It'll be the first visit by a House Speaker since 1997. The visit is set to put her in.
Okay. So we'll keep this monitored, of course, as tensions rise. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is looking to visit Taiwan, the highest profile visit to the island in nearly 25 years. China says it will not sit idly if Pelosi follows through with the visit. So tensions are, of course, rising a little bit. Nations all around Asia, U.S. allies and otherwise, are keeping a close eye on the visit while not commenting directly on Pelosi's plans. South Korean foreign ministry officials stress the importance of stability in the area. The website of Taiwan's presidential office was taken down by a series of overseas cyber attacks late on Tuesday, hours before House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was reportedly due to arrive in Taipei. Interesting stuff here. Well, a lot heavier than cryptocurrency, right? Hopefully things go over well there. Okay. I feel like SHIB is holding better than BTC. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, Yuri. In fact, many people that I've talked to that are a lot smarter than I am, that have a lot more money into crypto than I do, a lot of them are using Shiba Inu as a quote unquote stable coin right now. It's kind of interesting. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, you have a huge liquidity pool with SHIB. You have a ton of Ethereum whales in SHIB. You really just have a nice floor set. And yeah, you're right. I mean, it still has the upside that's better than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it really is a safe bet. It's very safe right now when talking about SHIB. So no, you're not wrong at all. SHIB has become a very safe place to store value right now. And it's crazy, right? Because people last year would laugh at that, right? They would think you're absolutely insane to say that. All the naysayers, right? This is a get in, get out. This is a pump and dump. All of those things that were talked about, right? All the noise. And here we are. I mean, SHIB is a top 15 crypto, crushing it in a bear market, right? Sure, it's down 90%. Everything is, but it's holding up very, very nicely. And again, number 14 ranked here in a bear market. And this is really the first true bear market that SHIB has gone through, right? Good afternoon. Crow is moving. It is indeed. Yeah, Crow looks really good. Crow and Gala, two of our favorites are looking really nice here in the last 24. Crow's up there. One of the big gainers. Trust Token Wallet. There's Gala as well. You know, Theta, we haven't talked a lot about Theta in a while, but it's still up there, ranked number 41. Like me some VeChain and Polygon. I like both of those as well. Young Kings game. Definitely. I don't see how SHIB will ever get me back to my original investment that I made. Well, where did you make that original investment, James? I guess that's the big question. I am way behind on chat. Let's go Wagme Games. What's up, Red Sox? Is Wagme pumping a little bit? No, it's still down. Still down. I mean, it's just kind of hovering down here. I mean, it's bounced off of this low point a couple different times here, but hanging in there. I do like Wagme long term. Still a really good project in my opinion here. Crow Pump. Yep. Which exchange do you use, brother? I tried Binance, but it's very confusing. I use Coinbase and Crypto.com primarily. Those are my two. But I've taken a lot of my money off of Coinbase. I had quite a bit there, but obviously with recent things happening in the markets, I'm going a little bit off there. I have some there, but not nearly as much as I did. So Tama has been doing some cool stuff. Can you start covering it again? HB, not right now. There's just a lot of things to cover. Somebody's over on Twitch. What's up, Twitch lover 115? Welcome in. It should be SHIB, not Ryoshi's token. It should be SHIB, not Ryoshi token. All right. Enjoy what's good. Drink smoothie. Enjoy your life. Cushion Crypto this morning. What's up? What's up, Jermaine? How we doing, man? All right, guys. I'm going to scroll on down here a little bit and catch up a little bit. So let me see here. Paul says, good morning. Good news on Hydro Whales Gold Project being given the green light today. They aren't handling around. Great news for all whales holders. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Hydro Whales a little bit. They, of course, sold out their phase 4. And check this out, guys. 185 new Bitcoin miners were acquired, pushing them to now a total of 305 miners. That means right now, on average, they will be mining about 4.5 Bitcoin every single month. And again, the Bitcoin they mine is then given out to holders accordingly. It's empire building time. Hydro Whales, love it. This was sick. I'm going to retweet this too because I did like it. I think I commented down here, but that's big stuff. 185 new Bitcoin miners were acquired, pushing us to a total of 305. There's no doubt I love what's going on with these guys. They sold out in less than 48 hours to their last drop of 5,000 NFTs in a bear market, mind you. So definitely check out their white paper, guys, and we'll be locked into this one. We'll be bringing you up to speed on more information here. Interest rates up 0.5% today in Australia. Nice. Hi, Zach. About Clear Cryptos, did you know what will be their token network? ERC20, BEP20. So good question, Soliman. So yes, so the plan is for Clear Cryptos to be multi-chain. So that's what I know right now. I'm guessing if I had to say something here, probably Ethereum first, because usually it's like the easiest, right? But the plan is to be multi-chain down the line. So we'll see. But when we have that information for sure, we'll bring it to you. We'll definitely bring it to you. They just crossed over 13K, by the way. Clear Cryptos did. We've got the YouTube page really up and bumping now. It's pretty legit over here now. Look at this. We've got live streams and videos coming at you every single day. Make sure you guys are locked in here. Almost 700 subs. This thing is going to grow exponentially, especially when you see some of the big guests that'll be coming on the Clear Cryptos YouTube channel. So you're going to want to be locked in here, subscribed. I'll drop this down below in the chat here. Make sure you're subscribed over here. There we go. See some of the peeps from Clear Cryptos. This is Everto from our private community and now over at the Clear Cryptos community as well. Speaking of our private community, great time to join if you're interested in that. The link's down below in the description, the Patreon link. Jose says, let's get to SHIB. How come all these coins are coming out in the SHIB eco, however, none burn SHIB? What's up with that? Okay, so yeah, people have a lot of problems with other tokens in the ecosystem. I personally don't, Jose. There's no bigger project within the SHIB ecosystem than SHIB itself. I think the dev team has made that extremely clear. And the other tokens all have a provided, utility that SHIB doesn't, that eventually helps the entire ecosystem. So I'm totally cool with it. We're tired of burning our own. Yeah, I hear that, Jose, and you don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to burn. I mean, it's just one way we can do it, right? Sending SHIB to the burn address. But there will be other ways to burn SHIB. With Shibarium, we've heard about that, right? And there will be other unique strategic ways to burn SHIB. So that's what I think on that front. Guys, I have a feeling I'm going to be a millionaire. I have 200 million coins of SHIB. Nice, Nathaniel. Crypto will drop. The rumor is that Bitcoin is dropping to 11 to 12K in September. We'll see, Final Hope. I mean, nobody fully knows, right? Nobody really knows. Nobody has a crystal ball. Hi, Zach. Do you think Masterworks IRO is a stable investment in this market? Paul Vadir, I do not know about that one, man. I do not know about it. What do you think about YFI? YFI. I feel like I've heard about that. YFI. Yeah, you're in finance. Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember the ticker symbol. Let me refresh my memory. What is it's an aggregator service for DeFi using automation to allow them to maximize profits from yield farming. Right. I don't do a lot of yield farming, but this is very, very big in DeFi. So, and I know it's talked about quite a bit. From an investor standpoint, I'm not invested in it right now. I mean, it is way off its all-time highs. Look at that thing. That thing was at 82,000 back in May. Pretty crazy. People in Australia are starting to struggle to pay their bills and mortgages. Yeah, it's a shame, Rodney, for sure. Any news with Crow market down and Crow is up 8%? Yeah, with the entire market down and Crow up 8%. No, I mean it's just it's good to see though, but nothing that I can specifically see. It is dialing back a little bit, but I think it did hit 15 cents. Yeah, it did get up over 15 cents. Criminal do the crime. Okay, why is Crow 8% up? Nope, no news. Not that we can find, huh? I've not done anything on Jasmine yet. Final Hope. No. What if anything do you feel has helped to increase the price of SHIB? Well, there's not one thing, Jeff. I mean, but last year, a lot of the major run up that happened in October was fueled by big exchanges listing it, which gave us a ton of volume, and retail demand was going insane. And here's the thing. Last year, a lot of people came into crypto by way of Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And a lot of those people came by way of getting into GameStop and the meme stocks, right? AMC. So we had kind of an era of that last year. Now with SHIB, I still think it's going to be a gateway for a lot of people into crypto in this next big wave. I do. Especially now that it's listed on every major exchange, including Robinhood, right, which still has a large user base of new investors, millennials and younger. So, Jeff, it was a combination of, I think, a lot of exchanges listing it, it having a huge social media presence last year. It was getting picked up everywhere, from major news to major newspaper outlets online. I mean, everywhere. Social media, trending. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. I did not hear that, Paul Vadir. We can kind of let me see if there's something like kind of live streaming about this. Let's see. Welcome in everybody too. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's see here. Nancy Pelosi Taiwan event. Let's see if there's any. Are these actual live streams? You got to watch here because these can be, fake or whatever. Let's see. Okay, this is actually looks pretty legit here. Let's see if they're saying anything about it. Get through this advertisement. Oh, we got another one. Let's see here. Arriving any moment. Clancy is not. She's not landed yet. Okay.
Developments coming in from Taiwan and China vis-a-vis the visit of Nancy Pelosi. That story and much more on our website, news18.com. With that, it's a wrap. Thank you. This is the latest footage circulating on Chinese social media shows. The armored vehicles on the move in southern Chinese city of Xiamen as U.S. Speaker Pelosi is reportedly heading to Taipei, as Zaka was pointing out. Zaka, once again, coming to you. It looks like that at least in the political rhetoric, in the narrative, this is likely to further escalate between China and U.S.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this footage is while those armored personnel carriers and tanks are making their way around the beaches of Xiamen, you can see tourists there. You can see people all around, who are in their swim gear. So clearly there is some amount of mind games going on as far as China is concerned. We have seen pictures in Chinese social media, both from Xiamen as well as from Fujian. Both of these are the southern cities which are closest to the Taipei coast. In fact, from Xiamen, I think Taiwan would be less than 50 kilometers by sea. So clearly, there's a lot of mind games that's going on as far as the Chinese propaganda machine is concerned. But like I said, ultimately, it has to boil down to we don't know if Pelosi is going to land there. Yeah. If she does, then will the Chinese, escalate from just these mind games and, these images of tanks and ATVs, or will they actually militarily, climb the escalation ladder and physically attack Taiwan while she's there? Especially given the misadventure that Russia had with Ukraine, particularly in the first few weeks of the war, where we saw a lot of these Russian tanks and convoys getting stuck for kilometers, Russia not being able to overpower Kiev. I doubt if the Chinese would make the same mistakes that Russia has made. So I think the Chinese would be very circumspect. Yes, you will see a lot of rhetoric. You will see a lot of, heightened statements coming in from Mofa in Beijing, maybe even from Xi Jinping himself. But I highly doubt if they will actually cross that Rubicon and actually militarily engage in an operation against Taiwan. Because if they do, then the United States is treaty bound to help Taiwan defend itself. So that means supplying weapons. That means sending in their aircraft carriers, sending in fighter jets, the works. I mean, the U.S. will have to get involved if a war were to break out between China and Taiwan in a way that it hasn't in the Ukraine war. I wouldn't even put, boots on the ground far away from a plausible option if there were to be a direct confrontation between Taiwan and China.
Zaka, I just go back to the point that you were earlier making about the Chinese propaganda machine and how clearly it has become very, very active ahead of the anticipated visit of Pelosi, and how we're likely to see more of it.
Oh, absolutely. Because, I mean, we saw this in the Ukraine war as well. You had these sort of state-directed pictures that were coming in from state media in Russia, showing, tanks of columns of tanks, showing, armored personnel carriers, basically trying to convey the image that here's this big military power that's going to overwhelm a smaller one. And then you had, in Ukraine, everyone from President Zelensky downwards using social media and sort of engaging in guerrilla warfare, if you will. But those mind games worked. It finally, paid off because Russia was not able to overpower a smaller country. The Ukrainians, dug in, they trenched in, and today the results are there for everyone to see. Yes, they may end up losing Donbass, but that is a rather small price to pay rather than losing the entire country, which they could have, and which is what Russia perhaps had in mind when it initially invaded. Right now, like I said, I mean, the thing about the pictures on the right is that these are, again, on social media in China. And as you know, China is famously closed to social media that the rest of the world follows or is on, whether it's Facebook or Twitter or other popular social media. So they have their own versions in Weibo and WeChat and so on. So we can't independently, there's no way anybody sitting outside of China can independently verify whether this footage is accurate. But I think it's also rather amusing that you have the tanks going on the one side of the beach, and then you have all of these hordes of tourists and Chinese citizens who are there for a holiday. And Xiamen is a very popular holiday destination for Chinese nationals.
It is amusing. Zaka, please stay with us on the broadcast. There's some more news coming in. And China has suspended imports from 35 Taiwanese exporters of biscuits, pastries since Monday. And this is a warning of sort ahead of Pelosi's potential visit to Taiwan. Zaka continues to be with us on the broadcast. Zaka, from that propaganda, images, videos floating on social media, to this economic ramification of sorts that China is perhaps warning about, what do you say of this?
Well, as far as I know, many of these items are, smaller consumer goods like biscuits and chips and noodles, stuff that isn't really, it's not high end as far as, the value chain is concerned. I would start taking these moves seriously if China, for example, bans the export of semiconductors from Taiwan. If China were to say, we're not going to import semiconductors from Taiwan, I think that would...
This is one of the big reasons why the U.S. is really starting to focus on making semiconductors here. I was talking to some people close to the situation saying that is going to be the next big wave in bringing factories and manufacturing back to the U.S. for semiconductors because of these tensions. And of course, these have impacts on the overall markets, guys. I mean, this is why we're watching it. A lot of people, would say, what does this have to do with crypto? It has everything to do with everything, right?
Would be a serious escalatory move from China. That would signal that it's absolutely dead serious about what it sees or it perceives as a flagrant violation by the United States of the One China policy. But stopping short of that, these 35 exporters, like I said, these are much smaller items, food items, packaged food, biscuits, noodles, etc., which I don't think hurts the Taiwanese that much. If the Chinese are really serious, I think you would want to see the real high value export chain, as it were, getting affected. And that I don't think we haven't got to that bridge just yet.
Zaka, I also want your analysis and perspective with this entire situation vis-a-vis India. India is closely watching what's happening in Taiwan ahead of Pelosi's visit. Tell us about how this entire situation affects India and how are we likely to be impacted?
Look, so India does not have any formal diplomatic ties with Taipei. We, just like the United States, also recognize One China policy, which means Tibet is part of China and Xinjiang is part of China. Even though there are obvious problems in these provinces, and there are people who believe that they want autonomy in those provinces. As far as Taiwan is concerned, like I said, we've never had formal diplomatic ties with Taipei.
Yes.
But every once in a while, India does send political representatives. I remember when Tsai Ing-wen, who's the current Taiwanese prime minister, got elected a few years ago, there was a representative who was sent by the BJP for her swearing-in ceremony. So such informal contacts do happen. And of course, India imports, again, whether it is smartphones, whether it is semiconductors for vehicles. A lot of cars use semiconductors and chips these days. In fact, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, is the largest in the world. I think there was one report which said that almost 90% of all the semiconductors in the world are manufactured by this one company.
Yes.
So I really, like I said, you're going to see a lot of rhetoric from China. You're going to see a lot of heightened statements from them. But in terms of physical action, if they will actually cross that line and physically attack Taiwan for what it sees as a flagrant violation, I don't think we've got to that pass just yet.
Thank you, Zaka, for getting us all that perspective and details on those developments coming in from Taiwan and China.
All right, we can maybe keep this up and bounce back into it when we need to. But yeah, we're definitely going to continue to monitor that. It is a big deal because it impacts and has ripple effects on everything, on everything. The markets, our world, everything, right? So 100%. All right, so let's see here. Let me drop that banner out, and there we go. And overall markets are falling still a little bit here, down about 3% in the last 24. So we're falling a little bit more here while we've been on. But yeah, Kronos continues to be the top gainer in the last 24 hours. Gala's right up there. Let's see here what we got in the comments section. Where's everybody at here? Hold on. There we go. Let's see. I'm investing in semiconductor stateside. I hear you. Yeah, that's a good move. I hear you. It's a good move. Massive plants being built on the border in AZ. Absolutely no point to Pelosi visiting Taiwan. Buy stocks or crypto during the invasion and sell during the war. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to continue to monitor that for sure. Let's see here. Politics. Yeah, a lot of people talking about it right now on Twitter for sure. Sorry, guys. I'm just like reading as I'm going through here. China's been in It is a wild world we're living in. That is for sure. Unprecedented times and in more ways than one, right? Trying to transition back into crypto after some heavy stuff, right? I don't even know how to do that now. Ben, have you seen Red Knight token? No, I've not, man. Lovely Inu was just pumping due to a new exchange that was listing the token. Pelosi showing some balls, but like her, I don't take their threats seriously, including Russia. Yeah, I hear you, Luke, but I mean, you almost have to, right? In case, can you recommend crypto that has potential for 10x during the bull run? A lot of them. There's a lot of them, Bone. A lot of them. Dr. Mango, which books to learn crypto investing strategies? I don't know. There's quite a few out there. I mean, there's not one that comes to mind. Let me show you this one. It's in my bag here. This one I'm reading right now. This is just a great story. It's not really about like trading strategy or anything, but this book right here, Bitcoin Billionaires by Ben Mesrick. It's a bestseller. True story of genius, betrayal, and redemption. It's all about the Winklevoss twins. Check this book out, guys. It's a really good book. Been reading this one. I was traveling recently in the airports and stuff, and it's just a great book. So looking forward to finishing that one off, actually. But Shiba can 10x. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a ton with 10x potential. I mean, we can just shoot. I mean, it depends the time frame you're looking at, obviously, too. But I mean, sure, like pretty much all of these at some point could 10x. I mean, there are some that I think will do it quicker than others, right? So like Cardano, I think will 10x quicker than Bitcoin and Ethereum will, right? And even BNB. XRP can 10x at any moment when given the green light, from the SEC that they're through it. Tron, Avalanche, I mean, Polygon, SHIB, Kronos, great spot. Algorand, VeChain, so many. I have some, Dennis. I have some Solana. I don't have as much Solana as, let's say Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or even BNB. I've been accumulating BNB. That's one that I've slowly been accumulating. I'm up to almost 50 BNB now. I think I've got like 48 BNB. So I'm starting to beef up that position a little bit. Over 15,000 SHIB holders jumped SHIB channels with sell by signals encouraging scalping. Interesting. Okay. What's up, Kat? How we doing? Currently doing a weekly DCA on Sol, Shib, and Bone. I like it. My contact is bothering me. I can't see anything out of it. Good morning, Zach. Everyone smash the like and subscribe. What's up, Tatted Grizzly? Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. It's always a great day to DCA into our favorite alts. Yep. Morning. What's your thoughts on Solana? I've been loading up recently. Okay, well, we got to that one. Shib can pop, but what do you think will be the boiling point where there's no stopping it? Well, when there's no more resistance. I mean, once we, set all-time highs. I mean, look what we did back in October when we broke resistance. I mean, it just went parabolic, right? There's not a lot going on with Doge. That's probably why, Mortal. I mean, there's just not a lot to talk about, right? I mean, it's just kind of there. Getting 4% on my Solana. Do you see other coins going this direction? Jason, where are you getting that? I think they're doing that over on Coinbase, right? I think the 4% is over on Coinbase too. Pretty sure. I think I have some on Coinbase. Let me see what I'm getting here over on here. Yeah, I'm getting almost 6% on Algorand in Coinbase. Let's see. Solana, I'm pretty sure is 5%, isn't it? Solana's 4%. Oh, no, you did say 4%. Yeah, 4% APY. That's what I'm getting to. I've got 75 Solana here on Coinbase. 76. So I've got a little bit. I mean, the real big move was to get in it really early, 2021, and then ride it up and then obviously take some profits along the way. But I think Solana will be back. Too many venture capitalists behind it. Too much big money behind it. I think it'll be solid. Something big from SHIB is releasing this week. Well, we did get this big news. SHIB token. Was there something else that came out here? Let's see. A gift will arrive shortly. And we got this. So, we're waiting on Shibarium documentation. That's going to be big. I do have some Phantom. Yeah. Yep. 6% on Crow. Really? See, I don't, there's not, see, I do flexible staking on my Crow over on the crypto.com app. Which would you choose? Shiba, Tatted. I like Ape too, but if I had to pick only one, it'd be Shib. Lord Shiba says, hashtag use Shiba Swap. Definitely. Admittedly, I do not use it enough. I have a few coins on Coinbase with all that's going on. So you think I should keep or move it to the wallet, another exchange to be safe? EMAC, I would say that, I think if you have some small amounts on there and it's not like a huge portion of your portfolio, I think that's fine. I think you're safe there. I just wouldn't keep a ton over there. I'd keep most of your big funds on decentralized wallets and backed up on a ledger. But if you have some trading positions, or you're planning on swing trading in and out of things, I mean, obviously Coinbase is a good exchange for that, right? And to hold small amounts, I think is cool too. What's up, Doug? Yeah, Crow's been running up nice. Apollo still worth investing into. So it's not called Apollo Inu anymore. It's called Apollo Crypto. But yes, I still think it's a very good investment. And we could take a look at Apollo real quick. They just paid out their latest creator $12,000. So, I mean, obviously bear market hit, but they're hanging in there. They're hanging in there here. They're still well over a $20 million market cap at this point. And I do think they'll have a really nice rise when we get back into a bull run. And they're doing exactly what they said they would do. Every single thing that's in their roadmap, they're delivering on it. And it is Apollo Crypto DAO. Over $136,000 plus funds have been given out to creatives already There's a picture of some of the creatives they've helped fund. Really cool. Brittany Palmer wins $12,000. Congrats to Creator Contest number 12 contestants and voters. There she is. Brittany Palmer with the big win, over 12 grand. That's awesome. Recently, they had a video up here with Zeke. Did you guys see that? This is actually Hanak did it over here. Pretty legit.
A little overseas action, but you know.
Overseas action?
A little bit.
Where?
Yeah, I played in Shanghai after high school for a little while. Little known fact. You know, not just all nerd.
I think it counts.
That counts. You heard it from the man.
Shanghai. We got a hoop. We do got a hoop.
Is that regulation?
Johnson is a Dallas-based local legend. Went to the University of Texas. He's been in software development and tech for 30 years. Former executive VP at Bottle Rocket, founder and CEO of Investor is good to see Zeke. How are we today, sir? Good, man. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Let's do my Air Fear of God ones, my favorites, you know.
Yeah. Bo, Dion.
Did you ever have to fight to keep your shoes on your feet?
So you guys can check out this whole video, but yeah, pretty cool that they had Zeke there. Check out this meeting of the minds as they discuss shoes, sports, Apollo, entrepreneurship, and whether Hanak can beat Zeke in a foot race. Nice. So they're doing some great stuff. They've hired some great people there in their marketing department as well. And again, they're delivering on every single thing that was in their roadmap, and they're battling and riding out this bear market by building. And that's what you need to do. Bro, what is that man bun? LOL. Is it better to hold SHIB on Coinbase Wallet or Robinhood? Safer in your Coinbase wallet. Definitely safer in your Coinbase wallet. Do you feel like we hit a bull run? We will hit a bull run and have another drop off as a recession continues. It's hard to tell, Jason. I mean, I think the verdict's still out. I think we're going to learn a lot more over the next couple months here. We really need to see inflation come down, and I think it is. I do. But again, time will tell, right? And then, of course, you always have these sort of things that linger, right? I mean, no one could predict Russia invading Ukraine, right? And those sort of things you can't account for. You can't factor them in. And we have a lot of the global tensions right now. Let's just call it what it is, right? I mean, it is kind of a scary time in that regard. Well, Matic passed $1. Man, it got super close, Roberto. It got to like 98 cents, and then it dialed back. It's down here at 86 now. This was a nice little swing trade, though. I got in at about 55 cents. Got super close here to $1, but just couldn't get over the hump. I mean, it definitely will eventually. It definitely will. It's been there before, right? Set the all-time highs back here in late December, actually. Matic was an interesting one because Matic was running hot when everything was cooling off late last year, around Christmas time. That's when Matic was setting all-time highs. Got almost up to $3 there at the peak. I agree, Shiba. Yeah, hang on tight. What's up, Zach? How are things? I'm doing good, man. It's Summers. How you doing, man? We're in a solid bull run, in my opinion. May see a pullback to 21K before we continue higher, though. Okay. All right, Kurt. Right now, we're at 22.8 for Bitcoin. Zach, what's 2 coins that could be dark horses accumulating and waiting for the bull run to start? I'm curious to see what you pick. 2 dark horses. That's hard, man, to pick just 2. But I'll go with 2 that I think have a lot of upside. All right, you ready? VeChain and Gala. I'll go with VeChain and Gala. How about that, Tatted? I'll play Tatted Grizz, FitFi and Ape. There you go. I like it. Good morning. Matic will hit $2 in the near future. I like it, Gary. What's up, man? All right, so a couple things that I've got in the works before we wrap it up here. I've got some meetings here today. Got a lot going on today. A lot going on this week. It's good stuff, though. We've got a ton of meetings with some really cool people and cool projects. So I'm doing some things this week for sure. So on Friday, I am going to have an AMA, and I've been trying to work on this for a very long time. Going to have an AMA with Blue Sparrow token. And if you guys have not heard about this project, man, they are doing a ton of cool things. They've got their Bluebit exchange, which is a centralized exchange out there where you can do Forex trading. You can do you could do commodity trading, rather. It's a centralized exchange, of course, crypto and financial market as well. And we're going to talk about their token, their entire ecosystem, how they take care of their holders through giveaways. This is a really, really cool project that I've been trying to get in partnership with for quite some time and bring more eyes to this project. So we're going to have the devs with us. Some of the devs fully doxed, by the way. Very much looking forward to this one. Blue Sparrow. Also, you guys may know good friend of mine here in the space, Shannon Bray. He's been on the channel a couple different times. Shannon will be joining us for this as well. He is an ambassador with Blue Sparrow and Bluebit as well. So we'll have him on. We're also going to have Terry on as well, and maybe even some others. Terry Bennett, OPS manager of Bluebit.io and Blue Sparrow token. They've been featured on Fox Business and Newsmax. So this will be a really, really fun one. You're not going to want to miss that. That is coming up Friday at 10 a.m., guys. Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'll have the link up later today. So we'll be sitting down with Blue Sparrow token and talking about all of the things they're doing in their ecosystem. Another project that's building here in the bear market. Jason, thank you so much for the $10 donation, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. It's Summers. Yes, I am still holding my terrarium. No doubt about it, man. I've got a good chunk of it there, and I'm seeing that one through. It's super early there for Terra. Great stream. What do you think about Meta? Facebook will buy a metaverse project. Ryan, I don't know, man. We'll see. What do you think on DAR? No feelings there. Lord Shiba, ISO 2022 goes live in November. Utility coins will pump. Yep, that's why I'm loading up on. I've got my Algorand, I've got my HBAR, and I've got some XRP, and I've got some XLM, and I've got some what do you call it? Cardano, which is rumored to be there too. Should cryptos exchanges be paying out dividends? That's an interesting thought, Roberto. I'm not quite sure about that. But again, Blue Sparrow AMA coming up on Friday, guys. All right. And also on Thursday, I don't have a time set just yet, but it looks like David Gokhshtein will be joining us to talk about Shiba Inu. So very much looking forward to that as well. We were kind of chatting last night. He said SHIB keeps building, just saying. I said it never stops. When you coming on the channel to talk SHIB? Let's do it. He said, let's do it. And so I was messaging him privately last night, and we are setting things up. It looks like Thursday afternoon we'll be joined by David Gokhshtein. I got to ask him, is it Gokhshtein or Gokhshtein? I'm guessing Gokhshtein, right? Gokhshtein. We'll be talking about Shiba Inu. He's fascinated about SHIB. He's been talking about it for quite some time. We're obviously interested in SHIB. So we'll be breaking it down with David right here on the channel. He's got almost 700 followers, 700,000 followers here on Twitter. So much looking forward to that one. And that's what we've got for you. So a little bit of update. We've got the AMA coming up with Blue Sparrow token on Friday. David Gokhshtein coming up on Thursday to talk SHIB. And and of course, we'll be back Thursday for another live stream as well, leading up to our discussion with David. We'll have 2 live streams on Thursday. It'll be a big day. So more videos coming out today. Of course, we'll have a bunch of things coming your way. Thank you so much for popping in this morning, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. And we'll stay locked into all the news and information around and inside the cryptocurrency market. Take care, everybody. So long. Until next time, hit that like button too on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you all in the next video.